Welcome to Particle Pharma. Hope you all are fine. So, have you ever wondered the food we are consuming or the fiber which we are wearing or clothes which we are using or other goods which we are using is coming from where and how they are reaching to the market? What process is involved in that? So, the whole process is known as science of farming, or the farmer use science to grow larger crops more efficiently. Nowadays they are using the AI also, that is helping them to grow in a large quantity very efficiently. So the whole process is known as crop production. So I will be explaining you the production of crops or how they are reaching it to the market in a proper manner and what process involved in it in an easy manner. So let's begin with the production of crops. So this is the blueprint of crop production. So whenever we are doing any job or whenever we are starting any work, we need some base or we need some core ingredients. So the core ingredients or the base in crop production is soil, seed and usage of water. So in soil preparation or during the first step, what farmers do is they will be selecting the soil, which kind of soil they will be selecting and how it will be yielding and how much amount of yield it is giving and what kind of nutrients are present in the soil. All these things they will be checking. Okay, so next step is sowing seeds. So after selecting the soil, they will be selecting the seeds and they will be sowing that seeds. So what kind of seeds they have to select and how much amount of yield they will be getting at the end of the result or at the end of the process, and how they have to sow the seeds. All these things they will be checking before sowing the seeds, and they will sow the seeds in that soil. After that, usage of water, I mean the next step is usage of water or irrigation. So irrigation they will be doing. After irrigation they will be checking the nutrient of the soil through soil testing, which is a costly method, but they are doing this method and they are checking whether the nutrients are retained in that soil for that seeds. If yes, they will proceed to other steps. If not, what they will do is they will wait for the rain or any other alternative water source available and they will again do the irrigation. After doing the irrigation, again they will check the nutrient and they will manage it. If it is not there, after whole process, along with that what will happen is sometimes weed will grow along with the main yield. Weeds are unwanted plants, so they will remove that weed, and sometimes what will happen is there will be disease occurring to the yield which is not fruitful, so they will treat that disease by using pesticides which are spread through pest. It is a kind of disease management or pest management. At the end or after some time, now it is time for the harvesting of the yield. They will harvest the yield, I mean they will separate the product and they will go through the threshing and winnowing process. What is this process? It will help to remove the edible part from the whole product. That edible part can be stored in a proper storage condition and can reach to the market, through which we can, means it is directly available to us. So this is the whole process involved in that crop production, I mean blueprint. The, now this types of crops which we have to study. There are two types of crops, kharif crops and rabi crop. Kharif crop or monsoon crops, these are grown during rainy seasons because they required an excess amount of water when compared to the rabi or winter crops. So they can be grown during the June or July to September or October month. Example are rice, maize and cotton. Whereas rabi or winter crops, they can be grown during winter season like from October, November to March, April. Examples are wheat, barley and peas. So they have divided the crops in this manner and they require less amount of water when compared to the kharif crops. Now soil preparation is done. So in soil preparation method or in soil preparation process, first method is tilling or ploughing. What they have to do is tilling or ploughing. What they will do is they will loosen the soil. Scientists, farmers, to why they are doing this? to improve the flow of air and drainage. Air can easily go inside, which is required for the yield, and proper drainage should be done so that roots can easily absorb the water. So modern tractors, they are doing this job easier. Previously, farmers used to do it by their hands or by using any other methods. But nowadays, tractors are being used. Next is soil testing, which is the most important step of preparation of soil. Why they have to do the soil testing? To check the nutrients and pH, which is required for the yield, which tell the farmers what the soil actually needs, what kind of nutrient needs. So nutrients are divided into macronutrients and micronutrients, which we know that macronutrients involves the nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, whereas micronutrients involves other nutrients, so which is not that much required to the yield, but they are required. Why they are doing the soil testing? To protect the over fertilization. What is over fertilization? Over fertilization, it is costly, it is harmful to the soil. If much amount of uh, androecium and gynoecium are getting fertilized, they will be requiring excess amount of ingredients such as soil, excess amount is required, water is excess amount of required, fertilizers are in excess quantity, they are required. So farmers, they have put these things in a required quantity. Now over fertilization required in excess quantity. So it is not good for the farmers, it is not good for the soil health. So to avoid that over fertilization, they will be doing this soil testing. Next is under fertilization. Like over fertilization, in under fertilization also it should not happen, because at the end they will get the less amount of the yield. Now they will get the less amount of the profit what they have calculated, what they have thought, isn't it, when compared to that. So it is an again harmful thing for the farmers. So to avoid that also, they are doing the soil testing, and they will also come to know that what fertilizers are required to that soil. These are the things that will be coming to know through soil testing. Next is adding nutrients. They will be adding manure or fertilizers based on the soil testing, and healthy soils grow better fields, as they know that. Next steps involves is planting method. Planting methods, in that they will be selecting the seeds, which seeds they will be sowing. Okay, so they are requiring high quality and disease resistant seeds for better yields, and the methods involved are broadcasting, seed drills, and transplanting. In broadcasting, they will be scattering seeds just by the hand, okay, across the field. It is old but the simpler method. Whereas seed drills, it is requiring the machines which can exactly sow the seed at exact depths, and by giving or proper maintaining the spacing, so that overcrowding should be avoided, and it is more precise method. Next is transplanting. In that they will grow the baby plants in a nursery, means somewhere else, and again they will move them in a proper condition to the main field. So why they are doing the transplanting means, just think like that, they are doing the kharif crops. Just imagine in their field previously they are doing the kharif crops. Okay. So till the time kharif crops or the kharif yield will be taken out, they need to wait for the rabi crops, isn't it? So what they will do is, just imagine like 1 month prior, at the end of the yield or at the end of the result, 1 month prior, they will sow the baby plants in a nursery of rabi crops. And when that kharif crops have taken out, they will wait for some time so that the soil should retain its nutrients. Again they will sow this baby plants into that field. By this method they are saving their time, isn't it, and they will get the yield before the calculated time. I think I am clear till here. If any doubts are there, please just message me. Or so the next step is irrigation method. Irrigation method means the usage of water onto the yield. There are different types of irrigation methods: surface irrigation, sprinkler irrigation, sub irrigation, and drip irrigation. Surface irrigation, as name indicates, it will be on the surface. The field will be flooded with water from canals or rivers. Directly they are connected. It is in simple form, but here excess amount of water is required in this method when compared to other method. Whereas sprinkler irrigation, as name indicates, sprinkler means sprinkling watering onto the crops like rain, and it is good for medium sized areas. Means large amount of areas cannot have sprinkler irrigation. Again, it will be a costly method for the farmers. So this cannot be happening in large amount of areas. Next is sub-irrigation. Whereas in sub-irrigation, it is applied below the soil, okay, directly, and roots are moistened through capillary action like sucking. By sucking the water, roots will get moistened. Whereas drip irrigation, it is delivering water directly to the plant roots, and it is most efficient method and saves water along with that. So these are the four different types of irrigation methods which we can be doing for crop production. Till here, I think I am clear. Remaining part I will be explaining in my next video. Thank you.